Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, one thing that comes into the Weather Center 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is weather data. And, analyzing it all afternoon and evening, and it still looks like it's a go as far as a significant winter storm arriving tomorrow night into at least Friday morning. Let me show you the timetable one more time here, and looking at the snow to begin. Actually, very late tonight, but this will just be light snow showers, nothing really significant. Now, during the daylight hours of Thursday, it's a light to, at times, moderate snow, but boy, it really starts to pick up tomorrow night, along with increasing wind into at least early Friday morning. Morning commute, not so much tomorrow, but Friday morning will be pretty tough. That's not to say tomorrow morning will be any picnic. There'll be a light coating on the ground, but Friday morning should be pretty difficult. Strong gusty winds with the storm system. Bitter cold air will follow behind it as the whole system pulls away by Friday afternoon. So yes, significant snowfall likely. We're not talking a coating here and there. Several inches. I'll show you that map in just a second, but enough to bring out the shovels, the snow blowers and the plows. Strong wind. It'll be a dry, fluffy snow kind of blowing around and drifting, and extreme cold. I mean, temperatures are chilly right now, but the brutal cold arriving tomorrow night into Friday. Some of the coldest air we've seen in the last actually several years. Downtown Providence, cloudy, chilly, 27. Humidity is very low. The air is dry, so it's hard to create any precipitation when you don't have a lot of moisture, at least not yet. Now, of course, the Atlantic Ocean is a big moisture source, and what will happen is, as a storm develops, it'll take Atlantic moisture and it will drive it in on top of very cold air that'll be dropping down. This blue line is an Arctic cold front. It's the leading edge of sharply colder air. It's producing some snow showers in upstate New York that'll move through overnight tonight. Now, behind this blue line, it is pretty cold, already in the single digits. So the colder air draining down overnight through tomorrow night into Friday, and at the same time, northeast winds taking moisture off the ocean and mixing it with that cold air, kind of stir it all up, and you got yourself a winter storm, a nor'easter. Here's the breakdown. There are many pieces of the atmospheric puzzle, if you will, that we're tracking. Of course, you can't get snow unless you have moisture. Here's some moisture that we're tracking across the southeastern United States. More will come in off the Atlantic coastline, and then a system in the upper reaches of the atmosphere. This is piece number 2. Will all interact off the coastline to develop our storm system south of New England tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night into Friday morning. Take a look at Futurecast. We'll start off this evening, just cloudy, cold and dry. You're heading out, go ahead. It's late at night, 2 in the morning. Light snow developing. Light snow tomorrow morning for the commute. Kids heading out to school. Not all schools are canceled, at least not yet. Certainly want to check back on our website to see if things change during the overnight. But we think enough snow during the morning hours to produce perhaps a coating to an inch. It becomes widespread and heavier by tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. It's spilling over into at least Friday morning. Some strong wind, the snow coming down at a good clip early on Friday morning, and all of it is out of here by Friday afternoon. How much snow? Now, keep in mind, this is a kind of a long duration snow. These numbers will not be realized until Friday noontime. Now, your eye automatically goes to the 12. Not all locations will get 12 inches. It's really location dependent, but we're thinking the southern part of the state out towards westerly 6 to 8 inches. Providence Metro, now this includes Providence, Cranston, probably we can include Warwick as well. They're right on the boundary here, 8 to 12 inches with the highest totals across eastern Massachusetts from roughly New Bedford through Boston, parts of northern Bristol and Plymouth counties in Massachusetts, over a foot of snow. Get a good look at it. This is not until Friday, late morning, early afternoon. School tomorrow morning, light snow in the morning at 20, slightly steadier snow in the afternoon, 29. I do expect roads to be a little slick. I'm thinking a dusting to an inch for the morning commute tomorrow, giving it at least the caution light. You want to allow for some extra travel time. I mean, it's manageable tomorrow morning, but it is slippery on any untreated surfaces. And then tomorrow afternoon becoming a little steadier, the roads becoming slippery by evening. I anticipate by this time tomorrow night about 1 to 3 inches on the ground, with more to follow after that as the storm really starts to wind up off the coastline tomorrow night into Friday morning. 7-day Futurecast showing the snow extending through at least the first half of Friday, then clearing out later Friday afternoon. And part 2 of the storm will be the bitter, bitter cold air that rushes in Friday night into Saturday morning. That 0 on Saturday morning is not a wind chill. It is the actual air temperature when you wake up on Saturday morning, and a daytime high Saturday only 23. As bitter as it gets. Look how mild it that gets by Sunday afternoon and Monday. In fact, we're talking rain showers by Monday of next week with temperatures in the 40s. It's not the biggest storm we've seen, but it is very significant as far as snowfall, wind, and bitter cold temperatures.
Yeah, are you worried about the wind with power lines or anything like that?
I would say for eastern Massachusetts, the strongest wind and the heavier snow there may be some isolated outages, at least in southeastern Mass. So good point.
Okay, Tony, thank you. New at 5:30.